Putin drops the news saying that Russia is officially testing Poseidon nuclear torpedo capable of destroying cities with radioactive tsunamis. This is New York Post. Just 2 days ago. Rob, is this the clip of what they're testing?
Yeah, it's an animation of what the...
Okay,
Oh, great.
This is not what they're testing. This is what they have, just to show you what's capable of doing. Go ahead, Rob.
The music isn't helping.
Okay. I'm sure you're reading that, Vinny.
I got you.
Okay.
Everybody's going to die. You're going to die.
Okay.
Okay. Missile launch, submarine.
So that guy goes, and then look what this guy does. He just dropped this 2 days ago.
Putin put this
Why are you showing this to the world?
Yeah.
Okay? Why do you want the world to know this is your capability? Why? Okay? Great music.
Killing
showing.
people.
Yes.
Those are our aircraft carriers. That's the design. And
What
then-
else is it capable of doing? Boom. Look at that. And I love how he put some music, hip-hop
Yeah, to make
music.
it softer. And look at that.
1,600-foot waves.
I hope Trump's team makes a video
Okay.
going back.
200 meters is what, Tom? 200 meters. Each meter is 3 feet.
Correct.
So 200
Little
meters. So a little over. So six. Let me just read this to you to see what they're doing. So why is Putin doing this? Why is Putin doing this? What's he trying to say? What's he trying to tell people? Okay. So Putin drops that, okay, on a nuclear Poseidon capable of leveling coastal cities with 1,600-foot high radioactive tsunamis. 1,600 feet is roughly a 160-story building
Jeez.
coming at you. And while he's doing this, not much is publicly known about Poseidon. Reports estimate that the weapon is capable of carrying 2 megaton warhead or more than 150 times the power of a bomb the U.S. dropped on Hiroshima. Vinny, 150 times stronger than what we dropped on Hiroshima in 1945. Jeez. They are designed to trigger radioactive tsunamis of up to 1,600 feet from hundreds of miles away, according to Russia state media. That's what he announces. And what does President Trump come out and say all of a sudden?
What?
Tom, what does President Trump come out and say all of a sudden?
Well, we're
start
going back
testing.
to testing. We're going to do a whole lot of testing.
Oh,
we got great nuclear program, wonderful, smart nuclear scientists. That's wonderful, best in the world. Some of them, my God, some of these wonderful people are great. And
Is
we're
this
going to
it,
go
Tom?
back and
Rob,
test again.
This is what he says.
We have more nuclear weapons than anybody. We don't do testing. You know, we've halted it many years ago. But with others doing testing, I think it's appropriate that we do also.
It was it.
Okay. So when was the meeting with Xi?
Just this week.
But what day? What day?
was,
Give me a day. What day was it, Rob? When was the meeting with
Thursday.
Xi?
She was 2
I thought
days
it was
ago.
Wednesday?
Wednesday?
I think Wednesday.
Okay. And when?
Our Wednesday, right?
That's right. Our Wednesday. October 30th, which is yesterday.
Yesterday.
Okay. Do you
Thursday.
know? Do you know when Putin announced this testing?
When?
Do you know when he
I'll say
announced?
Hours
Thursday.
afterwards.
Thursday?
No. A day before.
Oh.
Which is like, hey, right before your meeting.
Okay, I got.
I
that's
want you
smart.
to know
Tactical.
what we have that we got going on. Okay. So Tom, your thoughts, okay, with everything that's going on right now with Russia, China, how do you think this is being managed? And who and what country you think is preventing the negotiation from going smoother?
Well, first of all, Russians interfering here, and Russia's doing it deliberately. You had China in the days leading up to the South Korea summit where Trump and Xi met, Live 101. And by the way, never mind, there was a whole bunch of South Korea positive announcements that were made. But Russia is the one that's meddling here. Russia is putting it out there because they know that we are with Ukraine this week and trying to get the war stopped there. And we know that Russian stuff and Chinese stuff have made it to Iran, and that's annoying to us trying to get peace in the Middle East because Iran turns around and repurposes that stuff in their support of anything that begins with H. And so Russia making an announcement ahead of time it's like, let's say you got, Vinny, let's say you got divorced. You were a divorced person.
Sorry to hear
and your
that, Vinny.
wedding's going to be on Saturday.
Okay.
And your ex-wife, who's giving you complete crap about the custody of the kids,
I met her.
on
It's
Friday, she makes a big announcement. I'm pregnant with twins, and emails it to everybody. So
Great.
you're going to your wedding, and you got your 2 little girls there with you. Yeah, custody for the weekend. They're going to be in your wedding. And then people start asking them, oh, you're going to have little sisters. Isn't that great? That's what Russia's doing. They're throwing announcements down.
I honestly didn't get any of that story.
I'm.
What's your point, Tom?
First of all, my ex would
Russia's
do something like
making
that, so
a
he's right.
nuclear
He's
testing
right.
announcement a day
so
before.
whose kids are the twins? That's what I want to know.
I already have 2 kids, but she's lying and saying that even if it's not
but
true,
you
that
never
there's-
called them. You didn't pay the
I
child
had it.
you
support.
need a DNA
Guys,
test.
I'm
No,
sorry.
what happened
little
was
Susie and
it
little
was 18
Deborah.
18 years, and on the 18th
No,
birthday,
you know,
you found
that-
it wasn't
listen,
his.
I'm here talking about triangular diplomacy. Tom's talking about twins diplomacy.
I
you
know,
what-
talking
but go
about
ahead,
that
Tom.
4-woman.
No, it's so think about it. Think about it this way. The U.S. does have a relationship with Russia.
Yeah.
We're trying to negotiate through it. We're trying to make that a better relationship. We're trying to end the Ukraine war.
Yep.
At the same time, Russia's got this gas and energy deal that they've tried to do with both India and China, mostly China. And so in the midst of us getting together with China, Putin doesn't want us to have any sort of the ice thaw on the relationship with China, none whatsoever. So he's happy to make our Poseidon Torpedo could wreak havoc and everything on there. And Trump just says in Air Force One, well, if other people are going to go back to testing and announcing things, maybe we should go back to testing too. By the way, we have more nukes than anybody in the world.
I
and
actually
we have,
love that he
And we
did
have
that.
more technology.
I love
And
that
so,
he did
okay, well, if that's the way it's going to be, that's the
Yeah.
way it's going to
Pretty
be.
gangster.
Adam, thoughts?
A couple things here. Number one, you talked about Henry Kissinger. The whole thing that Henry Kissinger did was he practiced something called realpolitik. He wasn't an ideologue. He was basically dealing with how can we neutralize the issue that is now the Cold War. There was at the height of the Cold War. I think it was when Henry Kissinger was at the height of his power. And in geopolitics, you needed to neutralize Russia by awarding China these benefits of working with America and opening up trade. And that was part of the reason that Nixon gold standard appeasement to China and using China as a counterbalance to Russia. Now, it's not even close. I mean, if you look at the most powerful countries in the world, Rob, I sent you a couple different links. It's USA number 1, China number 2. Russia is as strong as Singapore, apparently, in this graph right here, if you scroll up. Russia is a big, slow-moving nation.
Zoom in a little bit. And
Yeah.
Ray Dalio ranked these guys?
Is this Ray Dalio?
Yeah,
What
it says Ray Dalio ranked the strength of nations by
Okay.
assessing metrics like GDP, world trade, education, military strength. So it's not just military strength. This is based on overall. So if
Yes.
it's military strength, Rob, if you can go to it, it's something else. But let me just look at this if you don't mind. Let me just look at this if you don't mind. So he put U.S. first. But he is such a big pro-China guy. Continuously.
really?
Oh, from the first meeting we had, it's been all pro-China.
he's-
Eurozone, he put 3. Germany, Japan, South Korea. India, he put 7th. Interesting to put India 7th. UK, France, Russia, he put, Singapore, Australia. Yeah, I mean, if he's talking pure
Also,
economy.
what is it, Rob? If we can highlight this, what is the blue versus the white component? It's like what your capacity is.
Total strength.
per capita.
Per
strength.
capita strength. Gotcha. So what's interesting about this is if you could scroll down. I mean, who is the most allied with U.S. and China? If you just want to go real quick, the Eurozone is with U.S. Hold on, Rob. You're going a little too fast, my friend. Germany's with the U.S. Japan's with the U.S. South Korea's with the U.S. India, mostly with the U.S. Mostly
50-50.
UK. What do you mean 50-50? Oh, India?
BRICS? Are you like.
Well, yeah, but they're more aligned with U.S.
no,
than they are with
they
China.
are.
Okay, you have Russia. We'll throw that to China. You got Singapore. I would throw that in the
change the
U.S.
H1B.
category. Australia, Canada, Turkey, sort of in the NATO. You know, they're definitely running opposite. But the point is this: the most powerful countries in the world, the most military capable countries in the world, the most economically advanced countries in the world are all aligned with America. We should rest easy at night knowing that.
Rob, can you pull up the nuclear thing while he's talking about this? And
sure.
Adam, I'm really curious to know where you're going to go with this. Can you pull up the nuclear warhead? And I want to turn it over to Adam. Humberto just pulled it up. Send it. So this is total strength. But if you think about nuclear strength of where Russia's at, this is where they rank, okay? And this is Statista. So Statista is not a politically left or right. They just give you the data. Russia's number 1 when it comes down to nuclear weapons as of January of 2025. Then it's U.S., then it's China, France, UK, India, Pakistan, Israel, North Korea, and others. So go ahead, continue.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with Russia is yes, nuclearly, we should be fearful of them, but everything else other than that has been a complete paper tiger. We've been told for years we have to worry about Iran. We have to worry about Iran. Iran is as weak as it gets. I mean, they just got exposed by Israel like that. Russia, you might want to call it the funding and the military assistance by NATO and the EU, what have you, but Russia can't even take territory from Ukraine. So Russia is not as big as bad as we maybe would have thought. And they have this nuclear cloud hanging over us and the world saying, don't make us hit this button. Don't make us hit this button. The reality is they're probably not going to hit the button because it's mutually exclusive extermination.
Mutual destruction.
You know what I think about when I think about Russia and Ukraine?
What?
Here's what I think about. I think you ever see these guys that go into boxing that are massive bodybuilders who are 320 pounds, and then they go fight a small guy, 180, nimble, fast, quick. I think,
and they get their ass whooped.
And they get their asses whooped.
Yes.
The big guy gets their asses whooped.
Yes, of course.
But the point I'm trying to make to you is, what do big guys have that with one connection, the other guy's going to sleep?
They got a knockout blow.
They got one punch.
And that's nuclear.
Yep.
And that's the nuclear.
Yes.
So Russia can choose to destroy Ukraine with their nuclear arsenal, but they can't because they know if they do, everyone's going to come after them.
Of course.
And Ukraine knows that you're not going to use it. So the part of you know.
But you also have something called nuclear fallout. And I'm far from a nuclear physicist. That's Tom's job. But if you drop a nuclear bomb, it's going to billow and smoke and go everywhere.
but
There's going to be
also-
nuclear fallout all over Russia.
And you know what?
Am I wrong?
You know what Ukraine is embarrassing Russia with?
Everything?
Drones.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Small little $500 drones. They're flying $500 drones into tanks and they're blowing them up. If you look at one data here, Adam, that's
Yes,
the most
sir.
concerning. What's the one data there? Look at the plus minus since last year.
They're
Who's the
growing.
biggest plus minus? China grew by 100 nuclear weapons just in 12 months.
That's pretty.
Hello. Hello. We are quietly increasing. Tom, thoughts?
And that's new generation.
That's right. That's the better kind.
Correct. Because the total number of Russia's warheads, you have to look at the generations of them. They have warheads that are smaller, that were 5 on the tip, as they say, where when they launch the rocket, then 5 of them drop into an area, like when you're in a war and you've got the theater of battle, they can do it. And so there's a big count in that. You got to respect the 4309. But what China did, that's 100 of the super modern stuff with the deployment system. When you say deployment system, it's rockets that are big enough and accurate enough to go from here to there to put the weapon down. What North Korea has never had is a reliable deployment system. That's why you see them launching the rockets that they launch into the ocean near Japan.
Yeah.
And Japan always picks up the 911 and says to the U.S., they're doing it again. And they launch these rockets. What they're doing is they're trying to test and perfect their deployment system, because North Korea is just a little squeaky little voice until they get accurate rockets, missiles that can send the warhead from here to here.
Yeah.
But China's stuff is the advanced stuff, and that's what's nerve-wracking.
You better recognize. You better
And then,
recognize
with
and
China,
respect.
for me, this real quick, China's the big. This is the gold medal of Trump's complete deal. I mean, he wanted to get in and out of the Middle East so he can pivot to China. Everyone knows that. He thought that he would end the Ukrainian war, Russia-Ukraine war, so he can pivot to China. Everybody in his administration understands you have to pivot to China. They are the people that you need to deal with. They're the people, whether it's tariffs, trades, fentanyl, agriculture, chips, these rare earth minerals, soybeans, supply chains. What does Russia have that we want to concern with? Number one, we want to end this war. They have oil and natural gas, and they have caviar and vodka. Russia is no longer a threat. Maybe nuclearly, China is the threat that we need to deal with. And as soon as we can end this nonsense in Russia and pivot to China would be incredible.
That may be right, but you need, and because of that, the better person to team up with is Russia, because China doesn't necessarily need you as much as Russia does. That's the part where it's, Trump, the way he was with Xi, it was good, but he wasn't as strong as he typically is. Why? Because Xi knows what's going on. And Xi, behind closed doors, is also doing his own game to cause Putin to distance himself from the States. Now, the one thing about China, when you think about their history, the way they like things to be fairly calm.
Yeah.
They're not trying to they just want to get so strong when it's fairly calm. But I don't know. I think behind closed doors, Xi is like this to Putin.
Oh, for sure.
Xi is like this to Putin.
Well, you made
because-
a really good point about that she does not respond to flattery. Like, if you take a look at what Trump was able to do in the Middle East, a lot of these strong men, these autocrats, these people in the Middle East, they succumb, just like Trump, almost to flattery. And like, there's something in it for them. What he did with Erdogan, he's going to give him this. What he did with Sisi in Egypt, there's no
Let's go
flattery to
the next
appease
story.
Xi.
You know what is scary to most people? Planning. Most people are afraid of planning. Most people are afraid of sitting there and saying, oh my God, you want me to plan for next year? But you know who's not scared of planning? I want to introduce you to this guy who was looking for a business plan to fall out of the sky for him. And it didn't happen. But he made a decision to put on his calendar on December 12th to spend an entire day with somebody. Go ahead and play this clip. Wow. Watch this fellow here. Good-looking guy, minding his own business.
Yeah.
The best looking guy.
Hey, Vinny.
What's up, Pat?
What are you doing?
Waiting.
Waiting for what?
Business plan.
To come from Scott.
That's what people told me. It works
That's not how it works.
Worked for Newton.
That's not how it works. On December 12th, I host an event called the Business Planning Workshop, where we go through this entire manual together on how to write a business plan based on 12 building blocks.
Okay.
All you have to do is click on a link below.
Okay.
Get registered. December 12th, we'll be together all day.
All right, so can we go eat right now? Because I've
Yeah,
been here
let's
for 4
go.
hours waiting like
for
an
the
idiot.
sky.
Idiot.
I mean, he even made me look up the second time to see if it was going to fall or not. But it's not falling. For some of you guys, I got big plans for 2026. December 12th, come join us. Rob, can we please put the link below everywhere so people can see it? For those of you guys that are listening to it in audio, it's bpw.bedavidconsulting.com. Join us December 12th together to write up your business plan for 2026. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.